Thank you for tuning in to Terry Swoop Videos. On today's video, I'm going to do a remember video on the actress and dancer Leonette Scott. She played the character of Tisha in the movie Boyz in the Hood. Now, if you grew up during the 1990s, Boyz in the Hood is a classic. I think Boyz in the Hood is the best movie of the 1990s. And it came out in 1991. Now, Leonette Scott plays the character of Tisha, the beautiful girl who's walking through the hood. And all these men are going wild when they see her. She only plays a small role in this movie, but she's one of the most remembered characters of the movie because she's so fine. She's the finest woman in this movie. As fine as Nia Long was when she was young, this woman was finer than Nia Long, in my opinion. But she played in a few other movies during the early 1990s. She was in Don't Be a Menace While Drinking Your Juice. And then she just disappeared. You didn't really hear nothing from her again. Now, she actually started off as a dancer in 1988, dancing on Soul Train. She was a Soul Train dancer. And she was on Soul Train from 1988 to 1991, if I recall. And I remember her dancing on Soul Train. She wasn't the best dancer, but I remember her because she was fine. She was a cute face. And I think that's how she got the role in Boyz in the Hood. John Singleton was probably watching Soul Train, and he saw this beautiful girl dancing on Soul Train, and he probably thought to himself, I'm gonna choose her to be in my movie. This is how good looks get you parts in movies. I thought she probably could have had a successful career in modeling if that's what she would have got into, if that's what she would have pursued. Because she would have been a really great runway model if she would have pursued that as a profession. But I was reading an article that said that she got arrested for smuggling drugs during the early 1990s. And she ended up getting probation. Now, after her arrest, it seems like she just stepped away from the spotlight. She never appeared in any more movies. She never did any more dancing. She just walked away from the spotlight. Now, by my knowledge, looking at some of the comments that she's left on social media, she said that she's married and she has kids, and she didn't want anything to do with the spotlight anymore. The most recent photo I was able to find of her is this photo right here. Now, I don't know how old she is. There's some websites that say she was born in 1963. There's some websites that say she was born in 1967. But she started dancing on Soul Train in 1988. And she had to have been at least 21 or 22 at the time. Now, 1988 was 32 years ago. So if you do the math, that would probably make her between 50 and 53 years old. So she has to be between 50 and 53 years old. But looking at this photo, I think she looks good for a woman that's in her early 50s. You can't expect her to look the same way that she looked 30 years ago. But I think she looks great. A lot of people have different opinions about this topic. If you have more information about her, leave it in the comments section. Share the video on Facebook and Twitter. Leave a comment, rate, and subscribe.